Hi friends, this is Ansu from Ivytree Studio, and in today's video, just a little prayer journal entry. And I want to talk about the fact that sometimes it is not about the end result. So even though there is an end result, the process of making art or journaling is very important to us for our mental health and for a creative outlet. So the process of creating this page is for me what it's about. So just enjoying placing things on the page, creating my background, even though I might end up not seeing a lot of the background in the foreground of the finished project. This is just an expression of my creativity. And in itself, it has a purpose, and that's okay. So in this one, I added some gesso. I didn't even prep my pages fully because this is just my Club Creative Club book, and it's just a plain cardstock little notebook that I put together for my club experiences. And I give the girls a free little extra bonus kit from time to time to play with, to add to their club book, something that we all work together on. And I feel like this is just all about that moment that you spend with your art products, with your journal, and you're allowing God to come and commune with you in that moment, and whatever He is placing on your heart, or what you've read that week, or experiences of life that you're trying to process, will happen in that little session. Now, if I talk about a little session that can take up to 3 hours, it doesn't really matter how much time you spend. I didn't spend that much time on this project because I already prepped and cut out my kit a couple of weeks ago. And so this was just putting things together and expressing the mood of the moment, or a little prayer that I wanted to offer up to God. And we were talking about being authentic, not just being authentic in front of God, but also being authentic in front of people, being sincere in your intentions. I think in this fake world that we live in, everything is about social media and pretending that you're something that you're not, or kind of acting like you're something that you're not really. Also, I think that makes it really hard to depend on people and depend on what they say and do. And so when we think about our character in front of God, He also wants us to be that person that He's created and that He is creating through the Holy Spirit in us. Once we give our lives to Him, He wants us to reflect parts of Him and His character, and that should be authentic and sincere. And so my prayer is that the Lord will help me to always be the person that He's created me to be. And that is, in essence, an authentic person, a unique being that God created. And so I want to encourage you to use your creativity to honor God in such a way that when you say something and do something, even if you express it in your journal and you share that publicly, let that be absolutely who you are, not something that you pretend to be noticed or to gain a following. I truly don't care about any of that. Most of what I do here is to encourage hearts and to send people to my store to find some resources to help them in their journey with the Lord and with His Word, and also with their creativity. So what you will find on my channel is a lot of talking about life in general, about faith, about art, about journaling and creative journaling in particular, but then also about your temperament as a creative person. I really feel called to talk about that because I think there is a lot of people who have misconceptions about being creative, and I think if once we embrace the fact that everybody is created to be creative in some form or way, we can embrace that in ourselves no matter what age we are. Sometimes life happens and we are not able to develop our creativity until we're well in our midlife, and that's okay. A lot of people started out creating when they were were young and then they were discouraged not to create and find another way to do life. And then later on in life, when things happen to fall apart, or your life changes, or your season changes, then suddenly that creativity comes back to be a friend to you in the time that you really need it. So honor that creativity that God has placed in you by expressing your creativity on a regular basis and just going with the flow of that creativity. So I'm not really too bothered that this is not a perfect page or a perfect designer expression, because that's not what this session was about for me. It was expressing a heartfelt prayer to God. I dated my page and I really enjoyed this process. Used a variety of art products and just grab the things that you buy, that you have around, the things that you perhaps don't know how to use yet. Perhaps grab those and test them out in a journal experience like this. Because if you take out the perfectionism that we are kind of encouraged to live out in our work lives, all of our lives, we are striving to perfection and striving to succeed. In an art journal like this, there's no pressure. So just breathe through it and just invite the Lord into that session, and He will make sure that you enjoy it. He will inspire you, He will guide you, and He will speak to your heart if you grow still enough to listen. I hope that this little session is giving you some ideas, but mainly I just wanted to inspire you that time with your journaling, time just sitting by yourself and processing life in this way, including God in that, is always, always valuable. So I hope to see you in the next video soon. If you're interested in joining our club, it's a small group that we have curated over time to encourage and support each other. And I love that this little community of ours. And if you're interested, you can give me a shout or follow our link tree for the link to join the club. See you in the next video soon.